I want you to keep something in mind. This is a real wedding. This isn't just a class. We're taking you inside an actual event. There's no templates. There's no recipes. I'm going in cold as ice. I really don't know what's going to take place. There's no script. Think of me as Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, you know, over and over and over and over. But I have to think of this as my first, as if I'm going in and it's really fresh, really new, really exciting, because I know that this is my bride's first event. My enthusiasm, well, it's unbridled. I really am excited to shoot this event. When I walk in, you're going to see that my whole demeanor changes. My personality will take on a softer, more gentle Cliff, if you will. My voice is going to change. I'm going to make my body kind of small. I need to assess the situation, the scene, when I get there. And I'm going to help set the stage for these moments to take place for this woman. But I'm not going to stage the moments. I really want you to understand that. They might be doing something in a corner of a room where the light's not very good. I might ask them to move. Lastly, what I hope you recognize is how I attempt to build a rapport with my bride. My body language, my voice, all these types of things affect the rapport, and really the outcome is building the bride's trust. I also want you to understand that, well, you've heard of the man with the plan. I'm the man with no plan. There is no plan. We might have a timeline. We might have, a directory of things to come. The ceremony is this time, and the portraits are this time, the cocktail hour is this time. But really, there is no plan. Adaptability is crucial. Twists and turns are inevitable. So I'm going to take you inside this mindset. I'm going to show you all the things that I do to overcome the obstacles. There might be some, I have no idea. Hopefully the day's going to be smooth as anything. But hope you enjoy it. The next time you see me, I'll be at Ashford Estate. We got here a little early because if you're on time, you're late. Gives us a little leeway, gives us a chance to catch our breath and scout the venue if I've never been there. I've been here several times here. It's raining. This sucks, but I can't show the stress. I can't sit here and freak out, because if I freak out, the bride's going to freak out. Katie, our bride, she knows that the weather is foul. I have to stay bright, I have to stay cheery, and I'm going to have to find texture and dimension and mood and all that stuff that I preach. I've got to practice what I preach today, and I've got to find that light somehow. Truth is, I'm not sure where it's going to be, whether it's going to clear up or not. Am I going to take the bride outside? I have no idea. She might come out and say it's cold. It is chilly out here. So we have to adapt. We have to make the best possible pictures we can in, I don't want to say the worst possible conditions, because it can certainly be worse, but it's not real good out here. So this is something we have to deal with, and I'm just hoping to make some beautiful pictures for these people, capture great moments. And if nothing else, again, I'm going to document this day to the best of my ability, and here we go. Come along. I'm about to head up the stairs and go into the bridal suite. I've been here a few times. I already know what to expect. It's going to be dark, mainly because there's no light outside. Even though it's dark, I'm going to still do my thing and turning lights off, overhead lights, things of that sort. Thank God for D4Ss, because I'm probably going to crank up this ISO pretty high, probably starting out in the 2000 range. I've got my 35, I've got my 85, probably going to be shooting wide open quite a bit, unless it's a portrait or something of that sort of more than one person. I'm a little anxious about the weather. I would have loved this class to be, brilliant sunshine, but this is the crap we have to deal with. So I'm going to try to find the texture. I'm going to try to make myself small, so keep an eye on some of those things. But mainly, I'm going to look for moments, and I'm gonna try to stay bright and cheery even though the weather isn't, so I don't stress out my bride. Maybe we can keep this area here with some of the lights on.
Yeah.
But if I can work with these lights off so I can just use this window light a little bit, would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
We'll hang out in here.
Great.
Wait,
Great.
Katie, do you know the Beckermans? Like the Beckerman twins?
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get lost.
Thank you, ladies.
Let's give her a robe. Oh, no, she has her robe. I have my robe.
All right.
Put it on. Put it on the mix.
Drew, let's see if we can move some of this stuff out of the way. Oftentimes, I'm also a maid. I'd like to shoot the gown and Katie with the gown
Yeah, I
and
want
doing
it
some
steamed.
things that way. But if she wants it steamed, by all means, steam it, and
Can you
then
give me
we'll
10
do it after.
minutes?
By all means, and you know what? If you have simple details you'd like me to shoot, I mean, I already shot your invitation suite and all
Do you
that
do
kind
the
of stuff.
flowers?
I mean,
they're
the
not
flowers are
ready yet.
shot over the
The
course of
setting
the
and all
day.
the stuff is not ready yet.
What about the shoes?
I'm not worried about. Here's what and we talked about it. If you have anything sentimental, you have anything, any family heirlooms or anything that's important to you.
The lease on this is my mom's dress, so I definitely want that.
That's awesome. Drew,
and
I want to
then-
shoot. I want to shoot the wrapping around the bouquet.
Yeah.
What else?
So I want that. We are gonna do the like I have a note from Dan. I have gifts for them.
We're gonna wait till you're after. That's great. That there's a note. We're gonna shoot that after you get in your
Okay,
gown.
I have gifts for them that we can do now or later. That I thought that you.
What
might
about
wanna
you?
shoot that.
I do want to shoot that. What about you? Like the photography revolves around the day. The day doesn't revolve around me. So
Yeah.
do you
I
want
want to do gifts. So
Right,
I've
but
been
do you want to
waiting.
do that? You want to do that now or
Yeah.
after? So is someone going to start steaming that in the meantime?
Danielle's getting ready to.
Fabulous. Can I have a 24-70 for that in case I need wider than the 35? It's just nothing but tungsten light in there, but there's nothing much I can do about it. I'm going to start at around 4,000, see if I need any more from there. When I shoot in this mixed light, I've got daylight over here, and I've got tungsten over there. I'm just going to put it on auto for now. The auto white balance generally works pretty well. You have gifts for how many?
I have a gift for her. I have gifts for 8.
Okay.
8 or 9.
Okay.
But they're like, they don't need to be individually given. I just want them.
Right. Just
like, yeah.
Okay, they're like.
well, I'll tell you what.
Okay.
They're finishing it. It'll be like.
What if we did it in there instead?
That's fine.
That be okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Great. I'm going to use this window light, and we'll do that stuff right in there. Why don't we just hold this over here and give this a little bit more window light? In fact, let's scrim it a little bit so it doesn't go hot on the ceiling. All right. Right over here, give us it'll give her light to steam the gown, and it'll give me light over there, and it'll give me a direction of the light as well. I'm going to shoot a detail of the gifts too here. I'll just shoot this with an 85-1.4, and because I've got a mixture of daylight and that ice light, I'm going to use auto white balance for this. I'm going to shoot this real shallow.
No, I know. I just wanted to tell you before.
It's not going to water stain it anyway.
No, it's not.
Good. I'm using my exposure comp a little bit, make sure everything is perfect. These are looking good. I'm going to try flash white balance or cloudy white balance. That's a little warm. Go back to auto. We can always warm it up a little bit later. Grab a little bit of this. This seems important to her. Looks great.
Dad's very concerned about me and my consumption. He was like, do not drink. He's like, please do not drink anything. It's like very serious.
There's no Palisade Road tonight.
No power.
There's no.
Yeah, you don't have any course.
I'm shooting at ISO 8000 right now. I don't want to use a flash here.
I'm not allowed to have any either, apparently.
You're cut off already. Yeah, you're cut off. According to Dad.
At least there's no overhead lights right now because that would really make this a disaster lighting-wise. I had to ask her sister just to move back slightly. I usually don't like to do that, but I wanted to make sure I got Katie in the photo.
This dress is gonna wrinkle, so we have to be super, super careful with
Okay.
it. I know, like, that's annoying, but
Why is it annoying?
I don't know, because, like, I would like you to not feel inhibited, but I need you to be a little inhibited.
Well, what I'm going to do, okay,
It, like, wrinkles with everything.
the best thing for us to do, the first thing I want to do is keep it clean when we go out there. That's
Yes,
number one.
Yes.
Okay?
I'm very, very worried about that.
So
too.
when we go out there, the dress is going to be on the longer side. It's not going to hit the ground because we're going to have you either pick it up or carry it right over the crook of your arm. We're going to kind of show you how to do that before you leave.
Okay.
We're not leaving here without a game plan.
Okay.
In order for that
Yeah,
dress,
I don't even know if I can put that train out. It's really long, so we'll have to try.
the train is long, right?
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing because
good.
because you'll be able to right over the.
Keep it a hoe.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you will.
We're going to put it right over the crook of your arm. Watch me for a second, Katie. I'm going to put it over the crook of your arm, and you're going to pick it up like this.
Okay.
Now, if you need to re-steam it from where it's over the crook of your arm, it's not a tragedy.
No, that's fine.
right.
We can re-see the train because it's more the part. You know, I just
You're
don't
going
want
to
to
be
get it
fine.
wet.
It's not going to get wet, and it's not going to get dirty.
Okay.
And also, you're not going to put it down. I'm not going to let you.
Okay.
Okay?
Good part. Can I?
I'm going to put it on silent so she doesn't really have a sense of me doing this. I wish there was better light, but it's always important to get the picture. That's the number one rule.
Will you hold this on the end?
That's really sweet.
Danielle did MacGyver her.
Now I'm just using the tungsten light in the background for separation, and it actually looks kind of cool.
That's come out of my mouth.
I'm just trying to anticipate and react to Katie's reaction. Actually, I'd rather have these on
You let people know as they arrive.
than the overheads.
So much. Katie, this is pretty much what it's gonna look like with that. Good in the
Overhead
back.
lights.
Oh, no, I haven't done this.
Shadows under the eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
You're doing it. We're gonna put you in that thing.
That is scary.
You're gonna wear it all night.
Yes.
We're just looking at it.
Portia.
Good.
Or she's beautiful.
Like it doesn't body.
They're going to look at me.
Yeah, you're a master.
I'm going to
I
use
hope
another
so.
lens.
It's half my job.
I'm not going to shoot at 1.4
Better
because I
be good
can't
at
get
this.
all three of them in focus
That's
at
true,
1.4.
that's true.
So
I'm not.
that's why I switched to the 24-70 at about
The beauty with
f4.
Gazar, this is actually perfect because when you sing Gazar,
This is
you wanna
actually a
sing it
lovely
from the
picture right
inside,
here.
and so the fact that you have the slit in the back
It's very helpful.
is very helpful.
The slit. Otherwise, who knows? Like if you, if I
have
had
no
chosen a
idea.
movie, I wouldn't have been able to walk. I would have been like,
Decent, right?
Whoa, it's blue. You guys forget me. Just do your thing, guys. Move a little bit more by the window. I want a little angle to the light. And Drew. Yeah, I don't want it to hit the ceiling.
I do get a bust a little bit, but I need
There you
more
go.
water, so.
There's more
But
water.
you can shoot it and it's gonna look fine. I'll do the bust before you put your boobs in there.
Just do your thing, Katie. Don't worry about. Honestly, I'm getting everything. Now, generally speaking, I don't focus recompose, but I am right now. I'm at 2.8. They're still going to be sharp. I'm far enough away from my subject where it's going to work just fine. As I move closer, I'm definitely not going to focus and recompose. Right on Katie's face with the center focus one.
So good. Sorry.
Going a little wider now.
Hold this.
I'm just, whenever I shoot wide, I try to watch my lines also. That's nice interaction between her and her bridesmaid. Or is it her sister?
Oh my god. God, I'm in love with them. And they're both
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
That's the best. Avocado.
They are so.
The avocado.
I'm gonna go tight on her sister at 1.4.
Wait, and they look, they're similar to what, are they the same?
This is really nice stuff for them, just hanging out on this bed.
Yeah, I literally marched in there like the day after.
Right now I'm at F2. I like the shallow depth, but I don't really want 100% fall off here. I want a little bit of depth here. Let's try 1.4. I'm gonna move back a little bit. The longer I can shoot, sometimes the better. Yeah, that looks nice. A little tighter. The focus point is right on Katie's face right now. Tell you what, Katie, you know what we can do? How about if we have you doing a couple things with the gown for a few minutes? Is that all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great, you have to do it anyway, so you might as well.
Get to it.
Yeah, I'm closing this door too. There's a lot of overwhelming tungsten light coming into this room, and I want to eliminate that. The darker it gets outside, the more that tungsten light's going to take over. Stay right there, Katie. I love it. I'm going to move you. I'm going to move it up. There you go. I want to get you away from the wall a little bit.
It is really pretty. I will give you that. This is super cheesy, however.
It's not cheesy if she did it. I don't really think it's that cheesy. I wanted to change the composition a little bit. I'm a little tighter. The dress is on the far extreme right. And as soon as Kitty looks at it again, there you go. That's great.
Oh my God. Very sweet. I know. I love Flower Girls. I was a Flower Girl.
Got it. Hey, Katie, I love it. Let's get you over here now. And all I want you to do is just come on over here and just futz around with the gown. Actually, you know what? That is a good idea. You can come on the other side of your sister, the other sister. Good. You guys, I actually love you guys right here. Now I'm going to use the bridesmaids on the right side. I actually really like this frame. Good. Using my exposure comp, the darkness on the right side is really hindering the exposure value, so I had to compensate. Tell the camera to underexpose a little bit. I'm shooting at f2. Good. I'm going to change the angle for a second. That's awesome. Just stay here. I'm just going to bring you out this way just a little bit, and just laugh with your sisters. Goof around. I'm going to literally shoot Katie from right here. That's real nice. It's just a little glance at the exposure. It's not a chimp. Hey, Katie. What I want you to do now, literally just kind of, with everyone here, just kind of reaching up, goofing around with it. And I'm just trying to get that light on your face a little bit. All right? Great. Nice. Good. Yep. Quick question. I want to shoot your gown. It's a beautiful gown, and I want to get some pictures of it, but I also noticed that just the way it's fitted, if I take that form off, do you think it would just go too flat?
Let's ask Danielle.
Well, my question is, I'd like to shoot the gown. However, I'm not in love with the form.
You want to take the
Okay.
form
Do you think the dress will lose its form if we take the form
Yeah,
off?
but we can stuff it from inside. So
If you think there's a way, I'll tell you what, you seem like you know what the hell you're doing, so how about if I let you just kind of
play with it for
primp it and prepare it, and then I'll shoot it. While she's dealing with this, I'm going to go visit Dan for a few minutes.
great.
Okay?
Cool.
And does anyone know what suite he might be in?
I think he's in the library.
Oh, excellent.
But
No, Dan.
Dan's in the library.
I'll go.
not allowed
I'll spend a few
upstairs.
minutes with him.
Okay.
And I'll be back.
Okay.
And then I just want you to know, when I'm come back, I'm going to step out before you're in it.
Okay, we're gonna-
Okay.
okay.
There is no state of undress whatsoever. It is
Okay.
G-rated photos.
That sounds good.
Okay? So that when I come in, after you're in it and comfortable with me in the room,
Okay.
I'll put you in some good light and then we'll
Okay.
take it from
Okay,
there.
great.
Okay?
Awesome.
I'm really friggin' old, so I got arthritis in just about every joint. So I got my ankle brace, my knee brace. Later on, I'm going to try to switch to some lighter gear, lighter lenses. Some f4 stuff at the reception. When I'm using a speed light, I can shoot at f4 with no issues whatsoever. In that room, they wouldn't cut it. So the right lens for the right situation, that's for sure. Even though the light sucks, I'm pretty happy with what we just got. The light source was still beautiful daylight, even though it was low. More light is not better light. Obviously too slow, I can hear it. Very nice. 1.4. Good. And just kind of look down for me, Dan. Just look, there you go. You're allowed to smile a little bit once in a while. Are you wearing anything that has sentimental value whatsoever? Or, I mean, I
You
don't,
got these for me today, but
tell you what, let me have the macro. I'm real tight on that.
would it be better like holding them like this, or?
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I just noticed what they were. I'm a little slow on the uptake.
No, that's okay.
Good, right there. Actually, that's really pretty cool. Drew, can you move that table for me? I'm gonna get a couple of these things out of the way. Tell you what, you gotta help him with that?
Yeah.
Great. Since you have to do that anyway,
Did you already do the length?
tell you what, why don't you
Okay.
switch positions for me? I'm just gonna put you in good light to do that, and come this way, Dan, and that's perfect. You come this way a little bit, and I got great light on your brother's face. Cool.
You gonna throw on some tunes for us? It's like my car just came back.
Cloudy. Actually, I'm gonna go wide.
Yeah, just like that.
Can you both take one? Can you both take one step this way? Just so, that's great. Thank you very, very much.
This guy comes like this.
Right that way.
You know, this little guy.
Right there.
Yeah.
That way.
His head was merging into the ceiling, so I had to get higher.
So it looks a little loose this way. Like the, because it's not really hard, I need to be shrunk.
Interesting.
I'm at 2.2. A little more depth.
They always need to be adjusted.
Just searching for a different angle. There it is.
Let me want to redo it. What? Isn't this your room? Oh. Smooth out this part. You guys wearing the same?
When I get tighter, I want to get the composition a little bit different. Let's try a different angle. Is there anything else that you needed to do in here with your guys? Any you know?
I don't think so.
Okay. The only thing you see, I try to just put you in good light, and then you do your thing, and you did,
Okay.
which was good. Can I get you doing? I actually liked. Your brother was kind of screwing around in that mirror over there. Can you just? You got to check yourself out before you see Katie, anyway.
This mirror?
Yeah, I actually kind of like shooting through in here. Yeah. Oh. And you know, your brothers are hanging out over there, just checking it out. That would be great, and then I'll leave you alone. Go wide.
Not on all the photos.
You have another brother?
Yeah, I have the older brother. What?
I got to keep an eye on the time. Right now it's 2:30. We are pretty much on schedule, so this is a rarity. The good thing is that her hair and makeup was done before she got to the venue, and then she got to the venue on time, which is a freaking miracle. You know what? Come on in here, man. This is a great room. Definitely going shallow. This is cool. And one more time, Dan. Just kind of look straight down. Good. You're allowed to smile a little bit. Good. Now let's get your brothers in some of these.
All right.
This isn't the room where the groom actually was getting dressed, but my assistant, who is always looking out for the best possible photos, saw this room, a little better light. Actually, there's some shears over that window that warm up the light quite a bit, and I went right for it after he saw it. He knows exactly what I'm looking for. So it's a little larger room, little larger light source. The larger the light source, the better the quality of the light. So we're gonna make a couple in here, and so far, even though the light absolutely freaking sucks, I'm making some nice pictures. I'm completely satisfied. And the moments are pretty darn good too. Tell you what, gentlemen, can we go in that other room? The lights are actually quite good in there.
Better in there, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's, I don't know, better. It's different,
Yeah.
interesting, warmer, and that's good there. And you know what? You can come over here. Good, and you can even come right over next to him.
You guys look good.
There you go. And
Well, you know, it's-
that's actually perfect. An aperture priority.
You and I were supposed to have met
Wrong mistakes. You don't have certain sleep. Make sure you're on the job, you know?
Nice.
I mean, we jammed his arm his wedding.
Why'd we do that?
Dislocated because we were playing basketball. I dislocated. That's why I play basketball. I dislocated my arm at your wedding. Yeah, so
I
we just-
jammed
is
my
nice.
ring finger.
like you're the one that the ring's supposed
Yeah,
to
so I had a thing of like lotion, and I had to like lotion my finger.
it's
My
like-
finger was like.
I'm contorted
three
because
times
I
the
need
size.
something
Push
wider.
it halfway, and then it's pretty much just
Couldn't
like
get
we.
It's like, hold on,
24/70, Drew?
do it, you know?
That's the problem.
And then I started screaming in person, and he was like, I think I'm gonna go get a car. Because I couldn't get it done in his ass. Yeah, my pocket square is
In your pants.
upstairs. No, it's upstairs.
So do you want
We
to,
have those
do you
little,
want us, do you want us to follow the second one?
No.
But do we
I
all
think-
need to be the same one?
I'm just waiting for their real interaction. This is great.
There's also, have you ever done the packets where you don't fold it, you just lift it up? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's hard with the piping because it's only on like one side.
This,
Yeah. Do we have to cut your?
Yeah, I looked at my thing, and I have to go upstairs.
Awesome, guys. I got it.
Great.
Thank you very much. That was really good. Okay, nice. Well, you know,
That's funny.
Katie, they are Manolos, so I mean, you know. Yeah, I just want to make sure we get a few. Go. Katie, let's pull you back this way so that you basically replace me right here. I'm trying to hide a lamp at the back of her head. Good.
It's hold. It's hook first.
I'm waiting for her to turn towards the light.
Deep breath in.
Hey, Katie, one of the things you can do is bring your hands right here. There you go. Sometimes it's a little awkward.
Is it high? Is it exactly where you want it on your bodice?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ready? Now let's hold. So I'm holding up here.
And
Yeah.
Stretch.
Hi. Keep zipping it because you can't zip anymore. Is what she keeps saying.
I quit it.
You're allowed to smile.
Now. Oh, sorry.
Katie, right out that window if you can continue to look. There you go. Because of the light.
That's exactly where you want it, on your boobs, right?
I can't see it, so I don't
Okay.
know.
Can I move you to one little different spot for a
Yeah.
second while you're doing that? And that would be right here, right where you kind of where you were before. So if you move that way, just facing that light, I've got everything that I need. Super. I'm shooting wide. I got to really watch my angles so I don't stretch her.
I haven't seen it. I'd like to see it. Can I see it?
What do you want to see?
The dress?
Where's the brooch?
There's a mirror right
Yeah,
there.
where's the brooch?
Oh my God, of course.
The one in the back.
I'm just using this window light right now. It's actually kind of nice. I'm going to crank up the ISO. I'm all the way up to 6400 right now. Quality, not quantity. I have a suggestion that might make you more comfortable. Kevin just told me that he is not going to need you for the rehearsal. So if you feel as though that is extremely wrinkled during the rehearsal, you
We'll
can
steam it
steam it.
again? Okay.
Sure. Come back,
Who's that?
and you're going to come right next to her with that veil because this is beautiful
Okay.
right here. And take a step back.
Ready, my
Good.
Chanel princess?
All right, hold on one second. Let me get this. This is great. In fact, if you stand this way a little bit more, I'll grab that. Give me a second. You don't have to look at me, Katie. You can just do your thing. Good. One of you right over here would be great.
Make sure, are my feet gonna be in the picture?
This is great. No.
I'll take my socks off and I need to like squat a little bit so I can get this in the battery. What am I supposed to do? Okay.
Get in more. Oh my God. This is got the clip in there.
Different angle.
This is so funny though. I came across a presentation about Jersey Girls. Saved it to share with you today. Sorry, other 49 states, but they just don't make it any better.
Tell you what, if you come over to me and just kind of hold this like this, the way I'm holding it here, just kind of trade places with me.
Okay. You want me to back against?
No, even right here is fine.
Okay.
And I just want to be, there you go.
Yeah.
Just like that. Good.
Yeah, they came out great, right? It's not our video.
This is really nice. Beautiful. Just to give you a sense, here's your, I'll even show you one. There's your, I know this is important to you. Come on.
Think about minions. Think about minions.
Like,
Beautiful. Have you ever seen any of my images where, just a tight shot of a bride? I'm shooting down on her a
Yeah, I
little bit.
love those. Those are
Okay.
beautiful.
Can I make a couple of those
Yeah,
for
I
you?
would love to.
You have to help me help
Okay.
you.
Okay. We'll sit. We'll sit.
So I think if you sat on that, you would get even more wrinkled. And even if you sat on the floor, if I move this, you might be able to just sit one spot on your hip instead
Why
of.
don't we put a pillow? Can you do it with
I
a
think
pillow?
that's a great idea.
Okay.
Now let me show you how I want you to do that. Because as soon as you sit, I'm going to have Drew move the carpet because I just love the darkish wood.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to have you literally just kind of, actually, just kind of right here for me.
Okay.
Okay? So if we want to use this pillow here,
Yeah.
we're going to take this, okay? And we're going to leave it there for now.
Okay.
And then we're going to move the pillow.
Okay.
All right, hang on for a second. And then I want to just take this carefully, Drew. Bring it up here. I'm going to take that.
Nosy.
Are you okay for now?
Yeah.
Good. So right now, all I want you to do, bring your head this way, good. Just like that.
Okay.
And then take the veil with your right hand. Bring it in close to your waist. And just, perfect. Everything is perfect. Stay with me. Good. I'm very shallow here. Good. Nice. Good. Just like that. Nice smile, Katie. Good. There we go. A couple more of these. Just like that. Bring your head that way just a fraction. Nice. Little smile. Good. And straighten your head out just a little. There you go. In other words, lift it up this way. A little. There you go.
There?
Yep. Good. Now, just with your eyes, I just want you to look down. Yep. Right there. There you go. Okay, and look at me for a second. Take your head back this way now, just for a minute. And relax. So if you were sitting there, get as comfortable as you can get, just for a second. Okay? Good.
All right.
And this time what I want you to do is almost look over the shoulder. See if you can sit up a little straighter if it's possible. And look, and look over your left shoulder a little bit and look down. Yeah, there it is. Lift your chin up a little bit more. Eyes down, just like that. Yep. Good. There you go. Nice smile, Katie. There you go. Good. You might notice there's times I actually have my bride do some things for me. I'm not opposed to prompting. I'm not opposed to staging once in a while. If there's a moment that is unfolding and it's real, fantastic. But every once in a while, if I think I can make something a little bit better, hell, I'm a wedding photographer. I'm not a photojournalist anymore. If there's a true photojournalistic moment, it's hands off. But again, it's about setting the stage for moments to take place without staging the moments. And then once in a while, if I think I can improve on a situation, I am going to help that situation along. That moment where the bride put her hand on her stepmom, that gave this photograph gesture. Gesture. I need that gesture. Jay Maisel talks about light, color, and gesture. Those three combinations. Without the gesture, frankly, my photos would be a little bit empty. There's no feeling, there's no emotion. That little hand on her shoulder made all the difference in the world, as opposed to them just standing there. So I did ask that. Some people might get the misconception that I'm 100% hands off. Not true. I'm a wedding photographer.